Do you have an ant problem? Well, I asked you guys what works. You responded, and I'm going to try it. Hi, I'm Gwen Jackson. This is Maya, and we're homesteading at the RV park. You know those little black ants that get in your RV? Well, you guys responded and with a lot of suggestions on home remedies that'll work for that. So I'm going to try them out. Whatever's in my house, we're going to test it. So here goes. Here is our test. I'm trying 5 of your suggestions. We have the maple syrup is our constant. This is what we are going to use to attract the ants. They love this stuff. They naturally eat tree sap. It's part of their diet. And they love this stuff. If I don't totally rinse a plate, they're showing up. In fact, I haven't done dishes in three days so that I could get the ants attracted in for our little test. The things we're testing today are going to be a apple cider vinegar, dish soap, and lemon. We're going to do some cinnamon, some peppermint, and we even had a suggestion for cucumber. I'm not sure how to use this, but we'll figure something out. So I'm just going to start with the constant. Just going to put a dollop. Oh, that should be enough to get them coming, to get them running. So if they're on there, we'll know that even if they aren't on anything else, that our test works. That's the syrup. Some of this stuff, it might work right away while it's still wet, but I don't know how well that's going to work when stuff dries up. That's why we're using the napkins. We're going to check back every couple of hours, I think, and see how it goes. Alright, for soap and lemon, which is next, I'm going to put just a tiny drop of the soap, and I'm going to squeeze some lemon. So I'm right about there. Now, when I use this in the house, I would actually want to make a spray out of it. So I would add some water. But for this test, we're trying everything full strength. Alright. There's our syrup. Now, peppermint, you guys recommended that I use the peppermint oil. But as a rule, I'm only using things I actually have in my house. And right now I have pure peppermint extract. This is real deal, not artificial. Okay? And I looked it up, and there's a couple different stories. Some people say it's about 1/3 peppermint oil. Other people say it's about 1/4. But when using this in the house, again, we would dilute it in water and make a spray to keep the ants out of the kitchen and the cabinets. So, I think that using something like this works just fine. I think that's a good test. I'm telling you guys, if I don't clean up, scrub every pan, every plate that this syrup has touched, I get infested pretty quickly. Alright, now I've left cucumber for a reason. Because while somebody put this in as a recommendation, not naming any names, I'm not sure, am I supposed to beat them with it? So, I thought about it, and I came up with a plan. Now, I don't know how you'd execute this in your kitchen cabinets and on your countertop, but for our test, I've made a little turret, little castle. There's a window. We got a little door down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of this syrup, and we're just going to pour it in the top of the turret. If those ants scale the tower, they're going to find the mother lode. Hi, that's it, guys. We're going to give it some time, and we'll be back. Guys, it's been about an hour and the ants are starting to show up. See if I can zoom in for you. See them? Oh yeah. Hey buddy, get your friends. Let's have a party. The buffet is out. Oh no. Soap and lemon went out in the first round. We're about an hour and 10 minutes in, and they're already inside the ring. As soon as it dried, it was innocuous. That means it don't work good. Stay tuned. In the interim, I'd just like to mention the cucumber makes a surprisingly great cat repellent. You want some cucumber? No? Are you sure? No? You don't want any? Oh, I got the evil eye. Test 2. Cucumber is a cat deterrent. Can we keep the cat off of the table using these cucumber shavings? No? Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Da dun. Da dun. Dun 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 dun. Alright guys, it's been 24 hours and the ants won't come anywhere near my display. So I put a drop of that syrup over here just to see what was going on, and they came a running, which tells me something that we're using as a deterrent is so gosh darn powerful that the ants won't go anywhere near it. So we're going to have to change the test up a little bit. This seems to be legitimately working. As for this second test, we're going to invade their land. Alright, this is the anthill I didn't get rid of when I used boiling water. So what I'm going to do is I use these rocks to hold the napkins down. I'm going to reapply the syrup on top of those rocks and inside the cucumber tower. And then I'm going to stir up those ants and see what happens. I think vinegar's out for the count, y'all. Cucumber negatory, not working. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see this, but the cinnamon actually seems to be working pretty great. They want in, they can't get in. Look at this. They're all over it. Nothing's happening. Cucumber, still ineffective. It also attracts flies. The cat was also severely unamused by the cucumber and has returned to the table. Alright guys, I got them over here on the constant, but they actually seem to prefer the cucumber. Right? Look at that. So, I think we're going to have to X the cucumber. It also attracts a lot of flies. I don't know if it was a great idea, but I did have a lot of fun with it. Truthfully, all of these seem to work except for the cucumber. I mean, we had an ant or two show up on some of these, but they didn't come back. The cinnamon probably worked the best. They swarmed it and couldn't get through. They tried to break that line. Well, I was really rooting for that cucumber tower, right? This has been a lot of fun, guys. At home, I usually just use cinnamon. I sprinkle that stuff all over my pantry. I'll even put it on a sponge after I've used soap and water to clean my countertops, and then I'll just wipe the cinnamon around. They really don't like it. It's great stuff. But the peppermint works super good too. I didn't see one thing on the peppermint. So I think that's a go. Honestly, all of these worked well except that cucumber. Everything else, the ants outside wouldn't touch it. They found it the one time, they crossed the line, but then they wouldn't bring their friends back, you know. So, I mean, use what you got. It all works pretty good, and we don't want to hurt these guys. So let's stay away from that poison. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you next time.
Oh no!